Hello, love-struck courtiers. Welcome back to Tips of the Time-Traveling Courtier, your go-to survival guide for everything from dodging the plague doctors to decoding the mysterious rituals of medieval romance. Today, we're diving headfirst into the thorny, flowery, sometimes utterly bonkers world of courtly love. If you think modern dating apps are complicated, imagine a time when professing your love meant writing sonnets, performing impossible quests, and suffering in silence, all while trying not to offend your liege lord or get your heart broken in front of the whole court. Ready to play the game without losing your dignity or your head? Let's go. Courtly love was a code of conduct among medieval nobles, especially in the 12th to 14th centuries. It was all about refined, idealized love, usually secret, often unrequited, and definitely more about admiring than consummating. Think of it as medieval romance role play, with strict rules, lots of poetry, and a dash of melodrama. Tip 1, know the rules, because there are many. Courtly love wasn't your average, hey, want to go out situation. There were some serious expectations. You admired your beloved from afar, often from a distance. Gazing longingly was mandatory. You had to prove your devotion through noble deeds, writing poetry, composing songs, or performing chivalrous acts. Love was often secret, sometimes even adulterous, especially if your beloved was already married. Scandal alert! Emotional suffering was a badge of honor. Tip 2, flatter with poetry, even if you're not Shakespeare. If you're not born a poet, don't panic. The court is full of troubadours and minstrels who could help you out. Learning a few love phrases or composing a simple verse could win hearts, or at least get you some attention. Compliment your beloved's virtues, beauty, or wit, but keep it classy. Use metaphors like comparing them to a rose, the sun, or a shining star. Bonus points if you can do it in Old French or Latin. Don't forget the obligatory sighs and swoons. They're part of the package. Tip 3. Play the part. Be a knight, literally or figuratively. Courtly love was deeply tied to chivalry. If you were a knight, jousting or performing heroic deeds could be your love letter. If not, you could still show devotion through acts of kindness, generosity, or simply by being the perfect courtier. Show courage, honor, and humility. Offer small gifts like gloves or handkerchiefs. Attend court events and be ready to defend your beloved's honor with your wit or your sword. Tip 4. Know when to suffer and when to move on. Courtly love loved drama. Waiting for your beloved's favor, enduring rejection, and sighing into your handkerchief were all parts of the game. But sometimes it's not meant to be. Know your limits. If your love interest isn't reciprocating, or worse, the whole court is gossiping about your latest heartbreak, it might be time to save face and focus on something else, like, say, surviving court politics. Tip 5. Beware the scandals. Courtly love was a double-edged sword. Secret romances could end careers, or worse, provoke duels, exile, or royal wrath. Keep your romantic adventures discreet. Avoid public confrontations. Remember, your reputation is everything in court. A legendary troubadour wrote about unrequited love with such passion it inspired generations. Meanwhile, Eleanor of Aquitaine's court was famous for setting standards of courtly love, although historians suspect that real-life romances were often messier and more practical. And let's not forget the countless noble ladies and gentlemen who played the love game while juggling alliances, politics, and sometimes multiple secret lovers. Talk about multitasking. This week's love tip. Did you know that medieval lovers sometimes exchanged love tokens, like locks of hair, embroidered gloves, or even wax seals with their personal marks? These tokens were proof of affection and could be used to send secret messages. So if you want to impress your crush, try gifting something unique and personal. Just don't get caught with too many love letters. Courtly love was equal parts romance, poetry, and social drama. Surviving it meant knowing the rules, playing your part with grace, and keeping your heart and your reputation intact. And now, dear courtiers, it's time for Ask the Time-Traveling Courtier segment, where we answer your burning questions about surviving the medieval muck and majesty. Today's question comes from Lady Beatrice of York, who writes, Dear time-traveling courtier, I've just arrived at a bustling medieval court, and my lord insists that I join him at a grand feast tonight. The problem? I've got a wretched cough, and the court physician is eyeing me with a suspiciously large leech jar. How can I attend the feast without spreading my ailment or end up as a pincushion for leeches? Yours, in sniffly desperation, Lady Beatrice. Lady Beatrice, you've landed in quite the medieval pickle. Fear not, your cough doesn't have to spell doom, nor do you need to become the court physician's leech buffet. Here's how to navigate the feast with grace, keep your germs to yourself, and dodge the overzealous barber surgeon. Step 1. Mask the cough with courtly flair. You can't skip the feast without risking a social snub. So bring a delicately embroidered handkerchief, silk if you can afford it, to cover coughs and sneezes. Make it part of your noble persona by dabbing it with rosewater or lavender oil. Not only will this mask the scent of illness, but it can also make you seem refined and mysterious. If anyone asks, say it's a protective charm against bad air. The medieval folk love a bit of mysticism, and it keeps your germs under wraps. Step 2. Sip strategically. At the feast, stick to your own drinking vessel. Engrave it with a flourish to claim it as yours. Sip on the herbal infusions like chamomile or mint tea, which you can pass off as noble tonic, while soothing your throat. Avoid the communal wine jug. Sharing cups is a germ festival. If the host insists, pretend to sip it and discreetly pour a bit into a nearby plant or under the table. Just don't get caught. Spilling the Lord's finest mead is a faux pas. Step 3. Dodge the leech jar. That court physician with its gleaming leeches is trouble. If he approaches, deflect with flattery. Good sir, your wisdom is renowned, but I've sworn a vow to consult my family's healer first. Alternatively, claim a sudden need to pray for guidance and slip away to a quiet corner. If push comes to shove, suggest a milder remedy, like a honey and thyme poultice for your chest. It's less invasive and might actually help your cough. Step 4. Play the delicate noble. To avoid suspicion, lean on the fragile noble act. Excuse yourself by saying the feast heat is overwhelming your delicate constitution. Request a cool, airy chamber to rest in, ideally away from the rowdy banquet hall. This gives you a chance to hydrate with clean water or broth and rest without drawing attention. If you must stay, position yourself near an open window to breathe fresher air and avoid spreading your cough. Step 5. Arm yourself with herbs. Before the feast, tuck a small pouch of dried lavender or cloves into your sleeve or belt. These were believed to ward off miasma, bad air, and will keep you smelling sweeter than the average courtier. If your cough worsens, nibble on a bit of honey mixed with crushed garlic. Hide it in a piece of bread to avoid strange looks. It's a natural antibiotic and might just keep you going through the minstrel's third encore. Take heart from Eleanor of Aquitaine, who reportedly navigated court life through bouts of illness by relying on herbal remedies and strategic retreats. She once excused herself from a banquet, claiming womanly vapors, only to be found later sipping elderberry wine in her private chambers perfectly fine. Channel her cunning, Lady Beatrice, and you'll outwit both your cough and the leech-wielding physician. So there you have it, Lady Beatrice. With a scented handkerchief and a personal cup, some herbal tricks and a dash of courtly charm, you'll survive the feast without spreading your cough or losing a pint of blood. Stay sharp, stay healthy-ish, and may your humors remain balanced. If you, dear listeners, have your own medieval conundrums, send them our way at longlivethequeenpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll unravel them with all the wit and wisdom of a seasoned courtier. Thanks for tuning in to Tips for the Time-Traveling Courtier, and until next time, don't get the plague.